News me up, squire!
So, goths, painos, the makeup. Where does it come from, Rodney?
Well, Andrew, it comes from Kiss, a band that derived sometime in the 1900s, although where, we're not sure.
The makeup of all Painos comes from a band of genuine war heroes, Kiss. Gene Simmons was just a young kid on the rough streets. The streets were too rough and he decided to take up some tent work with Darth Vader. This didn't work out and he picked up a guitar and formed one of the most extreme, glamorous and downright good-looking rock bands of all time. As the popularity increased, the makeup caught on and the kids were going wild for it.
So Rodney, Kiss.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. I'm here in the studio with my good friend Crackpot. He's got a hypothesis on why goths act like they do. Welcome to the show, Crackpot.
Hello, Rodney.
So, let's hear about your hypothesis.
Well, Rodney, the theory basically involves mild eccentricity neurons, or as we at the lab like to call them, men.
Right.
And these men, they interact with each other in the brain and make lots more men. Lots and lots more men. You may have come into contact with men yourself as a youngster.
I haven't been in contact with men, I'm a homosexual.
Yes, as I say, lots of men.
Even if me being a homosexual, could these men have actually come inside of me?
Yes, Rodney, quite possibly. Some almost neutral to it. I myself was affected quite badly. I started listening to music of Kiss, who I believe you're covering in your programme.
Yes, we are, yes.
Yes, you and Andrew. I was talking to you outside the show, and Andrew had a very bad case of the men.
I don't like the look of Andrew's face, to be honest.
No, nor do I. I think his face is very funny looking. It must have been the men when he was a teenager. Too much of that makeup. Gene Simmons.
Right, so how can teenagers avoid getting men?
There's no way to avoid getting men. It affects random young teenagers.
Okay, thanks for your time, Crackpot.
Thanks, Rodney.
Rodney.
Hello. The story of the two cats that ran 4 months ago was a sad and wholesome few hours for us all. All of us, except one. Fritz Banwala reports.
When two cats became stuck in a thin tube having followed the smell of some jam, the nation wept. Not since the death of Dave Benson Phillips had the nation experienced such a mass outpouring of grief. This grief involved everyone. Everyone except for self-confessed darkaholic Painorama Relish.
Hi, I'm Fetch Naked, and I'm here in the living room of the angsty teenager that is Painting Relish.
It's not Relish. I don't take the name of my flesh parents. It's Painting Levon. Thanks.
So, Painting, tell me about your typical day.
Well, to be honest, I don't normally talk to the corporate mortals, but, just give it a go. Get up about 11, or whenever I feel like it. Depends if I've had any blood the night before. Drink a lot of blood,
Yeah,
sometimes, sometimes my own, sometimes the blood of a yak. I just like the taste and the way it feels, the way it feels. It's good.
So, do you have a job? Do you think a job is important, or do you really just blood drink a lot?
Tell me what a job is, man. Tell me why you would go out there and you would stack your crates for the man up there. You don't even know who that man is. He doesn't know your name. He does not know your name. And the people that you love, he does not love them. He does not love them. He doesn't even, no one even knows what love is. I write poems sometimes. One day I want to become a famous, successful, famous poet and write my poems,
I know exactly. I mean, you mentioned love briefly there. Do you think you'll ever be in love?
Love! Tell me about love. Tell me what love is.
What is love? Baby,
This is Rodney Spit, sat in front of a map of Derbyshire. Well, being a well-known celebrity star, I can tell you what love is.
A star. That's what you are, is a star.
Well, I do get into my clubs.
I've never seen you in Kerrang.
I've been Kerrang many a time, though, have you know?
No.
So, apart from Kerrang, what other things are you into? I mean, is it Kerrang solely that you like, or...?
I read Kerrang because it tells it like it is, you know? Sure, they have adverts in there, but they don't mean those. They have them in there. And you read them and you think, you just move your hand like this.
Do you read them ironically?
I don't even know what irony is anymore, you know? I don't even know. I don't even feel anything, you know, it's just numb. You know, there's nothing in life I enjoy, I don't eat, I don't... Oh, yeah, sorry, I've got some Pop-Tarts, they're just pain.
How did all this pain come about?
You ever heard of something called dark alcohol?
Yes, I have actually.
Well, it lurks in the darkness. You know, the darkness inside all of us. But more appropriate, the darkness that prevails when there's no light at all. Yeah, it festers there like the blood of 1,000 virgins. Maybe even 1,009, and you drink it and it tastes sweet. Sweet like 1,000 honey puffs. But you can't taste without becoming consumed by it. You become consumed by its taste, its flavour, its texture, its promise of happiness.
Scary times for a scary Britain. I've been fetched naked with my guest, Paint and Relish.
It's Levon.
It's Levon.
Why does my soul feel so blank?
Hello, and to conclude this show we have an interview with Dirk Tinpin.
Hello.
Dirk,
Hi.
what do you feel you learned from your experience?
Well, I perhaps feel like it could be more aptly summed up with, what didn't I learn? What didn't I learn?
Do you think you affected any of the teenagers in any way?
I think I damaged them all.
Were you
beyond
affected
repair.
yourself?
I was deeply moved by everything. In fact, I have here a poem, which I think might be of interest to you both. Well, this is a poem by little Norton Finance, who's aged 9 from Commerdale. It's entitled The Lonely Cinnamon Graham in the Bowl of Bloody Milk. Alone in my room, I weave with my loom. I hide from the gloom, living in doom. I cry as I lie, oh I wish I could die. Why do they try? Heart burnt like a pie. I sob with no job, filled with blood like a cob. I feel really dead, with wrists sliced like bread.
I thought that was A, moving, and 2, quite disturbing.
All I have to say on the matter is, OMFG, WTF, that is like, well good isn't it man, lol, 111, rufflecopter. I well enjoyed that poem.
I think you speak for all of us there.
Quite profound.
Now over to Rodney Spit to tell you about next week's newsgasm. Next week, Painorama!